All right, welcome back. Here's the thing. We all enjoy food every day, right? We can be very picky. We all think we're culinary experts, right? But there are professional food judges out in the world. And Timothy Christian with the World Food Championships is here to tell us how people become those judges. Welcome. Thanks for coming in.
It is a treat to be here.
It's a delight to have you here. What are the World Food Championships anyway?
World Food Championships are the biggest competition of their kind. This is where home chefs, pro chefs, people who are inclined to cook a great dish can lay it on the line, compete against others, win a golden ticket, go to Dallas to the World Food Championship in a sea of chefs, over 1,500 of them in one place, compete for a week and have a shot at $100,000. It's incredible.
Now, of course, to be able to attain that, you have other people that are looking at your work,
yes,
tasting your work.
Yes.
They're the judges. They're the ones who make the decision. To become a judge can't be an easy thing, but you have a way to help people who would like to be able to do this. At least there's a benchmark that people can attain for something, and you're offering that.
That is going to take place on Sunday night. It's called License to Eat. That's where you get to learn the EAT methodology. That is a judging criteria that does a really important thing for food battles of this kind. It lets you take a bacon dish and judge it against a steak dish,
really?
Or a seafood dish or a dessert, and give everybody the level playing field that they need so that they can compete and potentially win $100,000.
So EAT is an acronym for what? What does that mean?
Execution, appearance, and taste.
Okay.
And those three words are the bedrock of the World Food Championships. Those are the things that allow all these different dishes to be considered individually, but in the aggregate, so you can say this dish is going to compete against this dish. And again, somebody goes on to win $100,000.
Now, how do you teach? How do you instruct? How do you help people learn how to do something like this?
It's easy, but it's hard.
Okay.
So when you come in, you have one of the most profound emotions that you have is the connection that you have with food, right? And we talked about this earlier, just before we came on air. Think about what Mom used to make, right? Nobody makes a pasta like my mom, right? Nobody makes, everybody does that. And you have to filter that out. You have to take your emotional connection out. You have to be objective. And it's something that's difficult to do. But in the end, with discipline and with the understanding that the outcome of your judgment on a particular dish is the future of somebody and their shot at winning some big money and fame on a global stage. So you have to take this seriously. There's a gold card attached to this, and you're going to earn it when you come to class. It's fantastic.
I just think that sounds like a license that I would love to have, frankly.
Yeah, I agreed. I think one of the hardest things in judging is the first thing you're going to judge, because that kind of sets the scale for everything. But if you have a benchmark to go from, you don't need to think about that.
That's right. You assess each and every dish individually. You have to clear your mind and clear your palate for whatever dish comes next.
So people can learn how to do this weekend.
Yes.
Down in Ozark.
Yes.
Okay,
Cafe B29 this Sunday night. You can go online to showmeseriesmo.com and you'll see License to Eat right there. Just click on that. It'll tell you everything that you need to know.
Really? So you sign up, you go down there. And then you essentially enroll in this class, but you also get to eat, obviously.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
And at that point, you decide whether or not you want to be on a roster of people who will then have the opportunity to go judge these competitions.
Absolutely. Once you're certified, you go into a database, and when there's an event within your geographic area, you get notified. These contests are going on in your area, and you go down and you say, "Hey, I'm an EAT certified judge." Call them, do whatever it is that you want to do to throw your hat in the ring and be a judge. It's an absolutely fantastic opportunity. And remember, one thing that we talked about, and you weren't privy to this conversation. We're going to be doing this for the World Chili Championships as well. It is all sorts of fun. There's so much upside to being a food judge. It's ridiculous.
This seems like a great way to take a little mini vacation and get fed very well when you do that.
So it's funny you bring that up. So the World Food Championships is active in the Show Me series here in the state of Missouri. And we have contests in St. Louis. We have contests in Kansas City. We have contests here. So that gives you an opportunity to go to 3 distinct culinary centers in this state alone and be a foodie tourist and have a ball right here.
Man, that sounds like fun. All right, it's showmeseriesmo.com, correct? Where you can sign up. Sounds amazing. I'm sure people do this and make great friends and eat great food
Yes, they do.
all the time once they earn their
This
gold
sounds like
card.
a good thing to have in the portfolio.
Doesn't it?
Yes,
All
it
right,
does.
good stuff, Tim. Thank you so much.
Thanks so
Hey,
much for having me.
And don't go away, all right? Because we are going to try out what might be our newfound abilities on a champion burger in the kitchen.
Yeah, Cafe B29 is in the Ozarks Live Kitchen, so don't go away.